So, who are you with? Imagine that someone is with you. What does that mean to you? Of course, I looked up the definition of with, and this is what it says. It's a preposition, and it says to be accompanied by or accompanying in some particular relation to, especially implying interaction, company, association, conjunction, or connection. At the same time as or immediately after, in proximity to or in the same household as. You know, a preposition is a word or a group of words used before a noun or a pronoun to phrase to show direction, time, place, location, or a spatial relationship, or to introduce an object. In relationship with, it shows direction. It recognizes time together. It identifies a space, a place, a location that you might share together with. Listen to this verse and imagine. Feel free to go ahead and close your eyes if that helps your imagine happen. This is Matthew 1:23 in the Amplified Translation. Behold, the virgin shall be with child and give birth to a son, and they shall call his name Emmanuel, which, when translated, means God with us. You know, names mean something, or at least for most of us they do. I mean, do you know where your name came from? What it means? Why you were given it? My whole name, if you get it all, is Sandra Marlene Evans Rogers. I mean, Sandra is a feminine name of the Greek origin, which means protector of humanity. Marlene, it came from my aunt. It was her middle name and my middle name. We had a connection. I was being named after her. Evans is a popular Welsh name, meaning the Lord is gracious. Rogers, I take from my husband's family. My names say something about me, and I'm hoping to live into that, to be a protector of humanity, to recognize that the Lord is gracious, to know that I have a connection with a precious aunt. You know, my sons, they were named very specifically as well. Our oldest, our firstborn, Jesse Evan Rogers, was named after his grandfathers. Jesse, David's dad, and Jesse means a gift, God's gift. It's also a general neutral name that can mean the Lord exists. Evan, as we said earlier, is a popular Welsh name, meaning the Lord is gracious, and that came after my dad. And then there's Reed. His full name is Neil Reed Rogers, and he was named after the maternal, his grandmother's. Neil was from David's mom, and it means the cloud, a passionate, a champion. And Reed is the name that has a fun and lighthearted side to it. Reeds are known for their playful personalities and their love of life. They're always up for an adventure, and they love to make people laugh. That sure sounds like my Reed. Names mean something. They say something about our character or our families. Matthew 1:23 in the Easy to Read translation says, the virgin will be pregnant and will give birth to a son. They will name him Emmanuel. Emmanuel means God with us. Do you know what your name means? Where it came from? I mean, if you do, you can see maybe how you're living into it, maybe not, or maybe who you were named after, seeing if there's any resemblance, not just physically, but personally and spiritually. But you know what? You may not have ever thought a lot about it. Here in Matthew, the writer says, or he quotes Isaiah in sharing these words of God, the prophecy, the prediction of who the Messiah would be, to be named, and all that comes with that. We learn his identity, his posture, the space that he will take up, the relationships he will share. God with us, accompanying us, in association with us, connected with us, in proximity with us. I don't know about you, but I kind of like the way that sounds. There are no parameters here. It's just with us. Whenever we are, wherever we are, no matter what our circumstances, happy, sad, weary, fearful, hopeful, in anguish, in the midst of trauma-making events, in the midst of joy, in the midst of uncertainty, during growth spurts, whenever, wherever, no matter what our circumstances. The good news says it this way: a virgin will become pregnant and have a son, and he will be called Emmanuel, which means God is with us. A prediction, a promise of presence. What's better than that? A God who walks with us, is with us, does life with us. It's all about relationship. Relationship with us. On this fall day, one that warms my heart and soul to know that in the midst of this, the birds singing or quacking and the sun and the breeze, God is with me. The message says, watch for this. A virgin will get pregnant and bear a son. They will name him Emmanuel, Hebrew, for God is with us. May God be with us. Pray with me. Gracious God, we are so thankful. We are so blessed to know who Jesus is. When you breathe life into Jesus, you breathe life into us. Emmanuel, God with us. Jesus is with us, present, connected, in relationship with. It's not about the do's and the don'ts and the this. It's about being present, making space, recognizing that Jesus is with us, no matter what we're experiencing. On the days that we can be joyful and we feel blessed and we are thankful, we recognize him. But in those days where we're weary, where we're sad, where we're grieving, even in the midst of an experience that's causing trauma, you are with us in the midst. To know that, to know your proximity, what a gift. May we pay attention. May we recognize we are together with you and you with us. What a blessing that is on any day. Thank you. Amen. Kathy, now I invite you to help us with a breath practice. We love learning how to breathe in deep and to invite the Spirit to be present. Thanks, my friend.
Pastor Sandy talks about the concept of being with or accompanying another one. And so today as we breathe, let's be really conscious that we're in this life with so many other humans and also plants, animals, the rest of the planet. So allowing yourself to sit in a comfortable position where your torso is lifted, drop your shoulders down. And as you inhale through your nose, bring your open hands to your heart. Exhale, take the hands away. Inhale through nose. Exhale through nose. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, bring in all that is around you. Exhale, invite more. One more. Inhale. Exhale. And then just allow stillness to come to your body. Continue to breathe. Take this with you into your day. Thanks for practicing with me.